Good morning, students. Today we are starting with a new concept of reconstitution of partnership firm. Reconstitution means any change in the existing partnership agreement among the partners. So if there is a change in existing partnership agreement, it brings the earlier agreement to an end and the firm still continues its operations, means firm will not come to an end, only the agreement is coming to an end, and firm will continue its operation with the new agreement. Now this concept is called reconstitution of partnership firm. There can be various cases in which reconstitution takes place. First case is change in profit sharing ratio among the partners. Say for example, the old ratio among the partners A and B was 2:1. Now they are changing it to 3:2. So that is called reconstitution of partnership firm because the agreement will change now. Second case can be admission of a new partner. Say for example, A and B were the partners in the firm. Now they are admitting C into partnership. When a new partner will come in the partnership firm, all the existing arrangements will change. Agreement will change. So it is again an example of reconstitution. Next example can be retirement or death of a partner. If a partner of the existing partnership firm is getting retired or he is dead, maybe because of accident, maybe because of illness, so the existing partnership agreement comes to an end and the new agreement has to be made between the continuing partners, and that's why reconstitution of partnership firm. Last example can be amalgamation of two firms. Amalgamation means the joining of two firms, means two existing firms, maybe that one firm having partners A and B, another firm having partners C and D. Now they both were competitors, so in order to end the competition, now they are joining hands together, so that is called amalgamation of two firms. So that again is an example of reconstitution of partnership firm. In all these cases, firm will continue its operations, but the new agreement now will be enforceable. We are in this chapter covering change in profit sharing ratio among the partners. So this chapter is concentrating only on first case, change in profit sharing ratio among partners. Now children, whenever there is a change in the profit sharing ratio of the existing partners, we need to do some adjustments. The first thing which we need to do is calculation of sacrifice or gain of individual partner. Second thing, we have to do the accounting treatment of goodwill. Now goodwill is a concept which you have done in previous two sessions when you learned how to calculate the amount of goodwill. Here, along with the calculation of amount of goodwill, question will ask you to pass the accounting entry for the same. Third thing which we need to do in this thing is accounting treatment of reserves and accumulated profits or losses. Then revaluation of assets and reassessment of liabilities. That means when there is change in the profit sharing ratio, we have to find out the new values of the existing assets and the new values of the existing liabilities in the balance sheet so that they are shown on their current values. Last thing which we'll be doing is adjustment of capitals. All these concepts will be taking one by one, and here we are starting with the first concept, that is calculation of sacrifice or gain of individual partners. Now for this purpose, when we are calculating whether in the new arrangement a particular partner is gaining or he is sacrificing, that means he is a gainer or he is a loser with the change in profit sharing ratio, then we'll be using one formula. Formula is the sacrifice will be equal to old share of a partner minus his new share. The purpose of calculating this ratio is that we find out who among the partners are gaining and who are losing, and the gainer has to compensate the loser. That means, for example, the previous ratio was 3:2. Now the ratio has become 2:3. So clearly first partner is the loser and second partner is the gainer. So in that case, the first partner should be compensated by the second partner, right? And how the compensation amount will be calculated? The compensation is usually paid in terms of goodwill. That means we will be calculating the amount of goodwill. If given in the question, then there is no need to calculate the amount of goodwill. But for loss and share of profit, the gainer, that means the gaining partner, has to compensate the sacrificing partner or the loser, and the amount of compensation will be calculated according to the amount of goodwill given in the question or to be calculated by us. Let's move on. We are taking first how to calculate the sacrifice or gain of individual partners. First example we are taking. A and B are partners sharing profits in the ratio of 2:1. This is their old ratio. With effect from 1st April 2020, they decided to share profits equally. When I say they decided to share profits equally, means their new ratio is 1:1. Calculate sacrifice oblique gain of each partner. Now children, here we need to again refresh our concept. How to calculate it? Sacrifice is equal to old share minus new share. Now if you see the old ratio, it is 2:1. Means 2/3 share of profit belongs to A and 1/3 belongs to B. The new ratio is equal means 1:1. Means 1/2 belongs to A, 1/2 to B. Now A's sacrifice, his old share 2/3 minus his new share 1/2. That means if we take the LCM comes out to be 6, and when we calculate, the sacrifice of A comes out to be 1/6. Now B's sacrifice. His old share was 1/3. His new share was 1/2. So 1/3 minus 1/2, again with the LCM of 6, when you calculate, the figure comes out to be negative 1/6. And you know that negative sacrifice means gain. That means in this arrangement, A is the loser because he is sacrificing his share, and B is the gainer because his sacrifice is negative sacrifice. So he is gaining in this arrangement. So this gainer will be compensating the loser, means B will compensate A, and that concept will be taking up later on. This example I hope is clear. Now we are taking up the second example. Here A, B and C were partners in a firm sharing profits in the ratio of 3:2:1. See, 3 plus 2 plus 1 comes 6. Means 3/6 belongs to A, 2/6 belongs to B, 1/6 belongs to C. Now they decided to change the ratio in future to 2:2:1. Indicate each partner's sacrifice or gain. Let us see how to solve. A's sacrifice is equal to his old share 3/6 minus his new share 2/5. Now taking the LCM to be 30, it is 15 minus 12/30. So 3/30 the sacrifice. Now B's sacrifice, his old share 2/6 minus his new share 2/5. So when we calculate again with the LCM of 30, it becomes negative 2/30. So negative sacrifice again becomes gain. Now C's sacrifice. C's sacrifice will be his old share 1/6 minus his new share 1/5. When we calculate, it comes out to be 1/30 negative. 1/30 negative. Negative figures you all know, children. We put the negative figures in bracket. So it is a gain. Is the point clear, children? So in this question, A is the sacrificing partner with 3/30 share of sacrifice. B and C are gainer. B is gaining by 2/30 share and C is gaining 1/30 share of the profits of the firm. I hope this is clear, children. Now practice the questions from the book, and then we'll be doing in our next video the concept of treatment of goodwill. Thank you, children.